This afternoon, hundreds of people got together outside City Hall in downtown Orlando for what they called a Not My President's Day rally. It's part of a nationwide effort to protest the Trump administration's policies.
WESH 2's Justin Shecker was at today's demonstration. So, Justin, they were actually protesting or demonstrating about several different things.
That's right, Nancy and Jesse. Good afternoon to you both. This really was a diverse crowd that came out to protest a wide range of issues. They voiced their opposition to the crackdown on illegal immigration, President Trump's foreign policy, and the role that Elon Musk has in remaking the federal government.
The people united will never be defeated.
By noon, a large crowd of hundreds of people gathered outside Orlando's City Hall for a Not My President's Day rally.
I think the turnout is amazing. Orlando showed up, Central Florida showed up. I think it's a testament to the fact that people really from all over the region and the country aren't okay with what's going on so many different levels.
The protesters wanted to voice their disapproval of Trump administration policies they say are targeting marginalized communities.
Whether it is immigrants who are coming to our country, just like we all did, for a better life, or whether it is the LGBTQ community who just want to live their lives with equality.
This demonstration is part of the nationwide 5501 movement, which stands for 50 states, 50 protests, 1 movement. It's gained momentum in response to the flurry of executive actions by President Trump since his return to the White House.
He is taking our country and turning it into something that is not who we are, increasing the hate. This is something that's worth fighting for.
While many signs mocked President Trump, others took aim at his close relationship with Elon Musk and the work of Doge to make sweeping cuts across the federal government.
I think they are using buzzwords like government waste and things like that to really go after programs that help the public interest, that help the American people.
And these Americans say they plan to continue using their First Amendment rights to speak out against a president they don't believe is fit for office.
We have a lot of work to do as Democrats in order to never let someone like him come back in. We just better hope he doesn't get a third term.
And I can tell you the crowd gathered here earlier today outside Orlando City Hall was larger than the Not My President's Day protest down in South Florida. While President Trump carried his adopted home state with 56% of the vote, Orange County remains one of the few that still leaned blue in the last election. Covering Orange County live in downtown Orlando, I'm Justin Shecker, WESH 2 News.